Another thing that Snoop Dogg revealed on the same podcast was very interesting. He revealed how much money he received after doing 1 billion streams. And this number is going to surprise you because 1 billion streams is a lot of streams. So let me play that for you guys. I'm actually going to not read this one. I'm actually going to play it for you guys because this is crazy.
Unbelievably
powerful. Well, let me tell you the thing that worked with me. It was simple. It was transparency. That's what the music industry and the film industry doesn't have. Mm-hmm. So this was a way to show transparency. Give me a song. Give me a song. Give me a song. I'm taking 60% because I'm putting it out for you. You're getting 40%. That may sound like a lot, but you just made $100,000. So in the streaming world, I can show you right now. They just sent me some shit from Spotify where I got 1 billion streams, right? My publisher hit me. I said, break that down. How much money is that? That shit wasn't even $45,000.
That's crazy. That is fucking crazy.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, then you start looking at, when this shit came out, I could tell an artist that same song that you put out traditionally that didn't make no money, give it to me. Every time you sell it, if somebody else sell it, you get 10% of it. Some people made thousands, some people made hundreds, some people made 20s and 30,000s based off of the kind of fan base that they had, where the fan could take your song now, and you could give them the instrumental, the acapella, and the whole song. Now they could recreate and make a different version of your song, and you get 10% of that because you're the original song creator. Without Sony, Apple, all these motherfuckers taking percentages. Mm-hmm. So that was the part where me and my son was winning with the NFT metaverses, that we were giving people the opportunity to say, give me your music. We're going to take our split, but you get yours and you got your own wallet, and every time it sells, it shows you, so it ain't no secrets. Ain't no you got to get 1 billion streams to get 45,000. Nah, you sell 100, and if you're selling it for $10, you do the math.
That's wild, because look, me being in the content world, you would like to think that YouTube and all these other platforms that pay you to post are transparent in what they get. YouTube gets, I think the split is I get 55%, YouTube gets the rest, which is I think 45%. That's what YouTube says. Now, how do I know that's 100% the truth? They don't sit there and be like, hey, this is the advertiser. This is what came into our bank account, check account. This is your split from the advertisers. They don't show none of that. They just say, hey, per 1,000 views, this is what you're going to get. And that's it. And how do I know that that's what that value is? And Snoop Dogg is right. There is no transparency. Snoop Dogg did 1 billion streams and barely got $45,000. Something is going on corrupt, not only in Hollywood and the music industry, but just in general. Like, we should not have these. Everything should be transparent as fuck. I should be able to see YouTube, get their advertisement check from my videos, and see what they got from the advertisement check. And from there, do the split. I get 55, they get 45. And that's it. But I don't get to see that. I just get to see my end of my 55%, or whatever that is. That's it. I don't know what they made. I can do the math. You know, I could be like, oh, what is 45% of this, and try to figure out. But how do I know that's accurate, that I'm actually getting 55%? I don't know. And that's the problem with a lot of these businesses. That's why I like sponsorship deals, because sponsorship deals, you are talking directly to the advertiser. And they are saying, hey, boom, this is what we're going to give you. And you know that, hey, that's what I'm getting. And that's it. There's no middleman, no in between. There's no nothing. That's why I think sponsorship deals are the best when it comes to trying to get revenue. Because sponsorship deals is just a company talking directly to the creator and saying, hey, this is what we give per 100,000 views, per 500,000 views, per 1 million views, whatever the case may be. And, you know, do you like this deal? I'm not really a fan of it. I want this. Okay, we'll adjust this and this. And boom, you get that directly. Now, I do have an agency, but, you know, the agency is very transparent with me. They'll show everything. Advertiser, I've talked to them a few times. They show everything as well. So I know what I'm getting there is 100% accurate. But on YouTube and all these other platforms, there's nothing confirmed. So I agree with Snoop Dogg, man. What is a billion? A billion streams. That is a lot of fucking streams, and he only walks away with 45,000. A billion streams. Let's just say one of my YouTube videos did a billion views. Let's say my Nipsey Hussle documentary is right now at 4.1 million views. And I know how much. Actually, nah, because I don't know that one how much. What's a video? The King Von. I know exactly from the start how much I made because the Nipsey Hussle was copyrighted and I kept that on there until it ended up getting blocked, and then I had to remove it, and then that's when I finally got some revenue from the documentary. So the King Von one, it's not copyrighted, so that I know from day one till now how much views it's got. I think it's got like 3.1 million, something like that. So imagine that does a billion views. And I already know the amounts already made with 3.1 million. So I can only imagine a billion views. At a billion views, I can't even do the math because it's such a big number. But I know I'd walk away with at least $750,000 at a billion views. At minimum. That's like a low ball. I'm sure at a billion views, I'd probably walk away with like $2 million. For Snoop to only walk away with 45, that means Spotify, Apple, all these labels and stuff are just destroying artists. Like I'm talking about, they're not getting nothing. Drake right now, Drake holds a power. A lot of artists do hold this power, but Drake right now in terms of hip hop holds the power of being the biggest artist and just saying, hey, I don't need a major record label. I'm going independent. If he did that, that would have record labels shaking in their boots. Because he would set a precedent that like nobody else has set. And that would put Drake in the history books. That would truly put Drake in the history books. Or Eminem. Let's just say Eminem said, hey, you know what? Eminem in his peak, if he would have said it. Right now, it would have been cool. It's still cool now. But let's just say in his peak, he said, I'm going independent. I don't want to, be with a record label. Dude, insane. Especially with social media now. Oh, my God. You can go. Drake can go independent. J. Cole can go independent. Kendrick. All these artists can go independent. And not have to, do any of this stuff. They can go direct to consumer and get their money directly towards them. So I wish Drake would do that. That'd be really cool. But that's ridiculous, man. A lot of these companies just steal money. And I know from my perspective, so I know what it's like to be a content, creator and see the numbers. And you're like, some of this makes sense. Some of it doesn't. And how do I know this is exactly what the advertisers are paying? Like, you don't know. You're just kind of going off of and hoping what they say is accurate. I've done sometimes views on videos. I'm like, how the hell is this so low compared to, that's what I mean. When people ask me how much money you get like per 1,000 views, or if you get 1 million views, how much money are you getting? It's not consistent. You can get 1 million views and only get like $300. And then you can get 1 million views and get like $5,000. I don't know. Just, it's so random. I know my Young Dolph and Yo Gotti one is that like an insane, like the money that I made from that with the views that it has is like triple what other videos are at the views that they're at, which is weird. I don't know why, but that's what I mean. See, everything's different. Like, it's not that long of a documentary. It's like a 48-minute documentary versus you go to my Get Rich one and it's a little bit less per 1,000 views that I get. So it's like, it's everything fluctuates. It's different. So I don't know, but Snoop Dogg is right, man. I hope with this NFT market and this new Web3, all this stuff, it's more about transparency, direct to consumer. And we can cut out all the fucking middlemen and everything. Not just music, not just Hollywood, but just everything. We are in 2023. There should not be a middleman in any fucking situation. And if you have a job as a middleman, find a different job, please. Save the world by finding a different job. I know, if you're a middleman person, I know you're Quake, if I leave, somebody else is going to take my job. I know. But I'm just saying, man, being a middleman is just like, it's bad work, man. I would never like to be a middleman in some situation, but I get it. I mean, sometimes, the middleman makes sense because they can offer their expertise in a situation. But other than that, yeah. Shout out to Snoop Dogg, man. He's keeping it gangsta, keeping it real.